Good morning, you sober folks. And if you're not sober, tune in because today's daily reflection, we just try. 21 August 2020. Let's get after it. So, here we go. We just try. My stability came out of trying to give, not out of demanding that I receive. The Best of Bill, pages 46 and 47. As long as I try, with all my heart and soul, to pass along to others what has been passed along to me, and do not demand anything in return, life is good to me. Before entering the program of Alcoholics Anonymous, and if you're not doing Alcoholics Anonymous, you can apply this to any type of recovery program or just the message alone. I was never able to give without demanding something in return. Little did I know that once I began to give freely of myself, I would begin to receive without ever expecting or demanding anything at all. As Bill did, what I receive today is the gift of stability, as Bill did. Stability is my AA program within myself, but most of all, in my relationship with my higher power, with whom I choose to call God. Your higher power might be different. When I was drinking in almost every aspect of my life at that point, 23 years of drinking, of selfishness and self-satisfaction and self-gratification, the idea of giving freely of myself to someone else was absurd. I mean, why would I even take my time to go out of my way to do something for you if you weren't going to do something for me? And for a lot of us, alcoholic, addict, even gambling addict and on, so many different circumstances, we are selfish people. And in general, I think people are selfish in nature anyway, kind of like survival of the fittest. But once I learned to give freely of myself to other folks without expecting anything in return, gratitude became more of a defining characteristic rather than just a word or a gesture. That might be different for you. And, again, this is just my thoughts. But for me, this channel is part of a way that I give freely of myself back to you guys. And through the daily reflections, I'm able to look inward every single day and experience a different way of expressing that. For my neighbors, sometimes I'll go out and I'll cut their grass, and nobody asks me to do it. Nobody encourages me, a reward if I indeed go cut somebody's grass. But, sometimes I see something overgrown, and just out of a gesture and something I feel that I could do for someone else, I just go cut it. I don't expect anything in return. And I apply that really in a lot of my life. And I have found that in doing so, I actually have a more fulfilling life than as if I were to do things specifically for something in return. And you'd be amazed at the result that you receive when someone notices that you've done something and they didn't ask you to do it, and or even if they asked you to do it, you didn't put any stipulations on it, or I didn't put any stipulations on it. I can only really talk for myself here. But if you drop your comments below, you can voice your opinion and your thoughts on this daily reflection as well below. And, someone else can benefit from it. A lot of people are struggling right now through the pandemic, through the loss of employment, through just poverty in general, and our mode of thinking is survival right now, and I can say that in general, but imagine if you were to go help somebody out without them asking, and the fulfillment you would get from providing something for them without expecting anything in return. I mean, if it's giving a person on the street, if it's giving them $5 without applying, go get a sandwich, or make sure you do this with this and blah, 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 I guarantee you right now they would be ecstatic to have that $5, or just kindly go ask somebody if they need some groceries. A lot of us are, really trying to find ways to get on right now. And I think that is part of the daily reflections, is give freely of yourself. For me, if you're sober, pass it along, pass on the skills and the lessons of your sobriety to someone else, so that perhaps they can experience the same joy and fulfillment that you're getting. And that's what today's daily reflection for me is all about, is just give of yourself without expecting stuff in return. And that's just what we can do from our end to help other people. And if we foster that, if I foster that, then I don't have to worry about expecting someone to owe me, or doing something out of, if I don't get that thing in return, I'm going to hold a resentment. And a list can go on and on. But that's today's daily reflection for 21 August 2020. Let me know your thoughts. I'm pretty sure I rambled on. Yeah, you guys have a wonderful day. And if you're not sober and you're watching this, the book of the Daily Reflections of Alcoholics Anonymous could be something that you look into. There is a link for it down below. And there are many other resourceful links. And if you need help, hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook at One Sober to Another. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Life's a garden. Dig it. Bye-bye.